I want you to imagine for a moment that you started investing in 1998. The world's going mad for the internet. New companies are popping up out of nowhere, and every investor is convinced they found the next big thing. So you take all your money and invest it in a few tech stocks just because they have catchy .com names. And for a couple of years, your money keeps going up, and everyone thinks you're a genius. Until the year 2000.
Nothing short of breathtaking, a points drop never before seen on the US markets. Traders and investors shell-shocked. And spare a thought for Bill Gates. The Wall Street collapse cost the world's richest man $1.8 billion this week alone.
When the bubble burst, the Nasdaq fell nearly 80%, and only 48% of .com companies managed to survive. I watched many of my friends lose millions within a blink of an eye, and even though it was a crash I'd half been expecting, my own investment still took a hit. The crazy part is, the internet was the next big thing. But even then, the overconfidence and hype created one of the biggest bubbles in history. So why am I telling you all this? Well, fast forward to today, and I can't help but feel that same energy again. But this time, it's not driven by the internet, it's AI. People are calling it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And maybe they're right, or maybe it's the same story playing out all over again. History doesn't repeat, but it rhymes, and every generation thinks they found a new era. But as John Templeton said, the 4 most expensive words in investing are, this time it's different. But is this time actually different? Well, as over 7 million of you have started investing because of my videos, I feel a responsibility to give you my honest take on this situation. So before you panic, let's take a step back and look at the 3 hidden forces behind this potential bubble, why they matter, and what you can do to benefit from all this mayhem. Right now, the fate of the entire stock market and your portfolio is being decided by just 7 companies. They're called the Magnificent Seven. These are Amazon, Microsoft, Alphabet, Meta, Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia. Together, they now make up around 36% of the entire S&P 500, and they're all locked in an arms race to dominate artificial intelligence. So even if you only own 1 share of the S&P 500, you're already betting on these companies, and whether you realize it or not, your future returns depend on how this race plays out, because every dollar these companies invest sends ripples through the whole market, from chip makers to energy companies to your index funds. And when you see how much they're predicted to pour into AI this year, you'll understand why. Let's go one by one. Tesla plan on spending $5 billion on autonomous driving and xAI, which is Elon Musk's new AI startup. Apple, $10.7